Well, I've made a fairly swift return to Eyebrook Reservoir today. I was last here 2 or 3 weeks ago, and both Smew and Hooper swans had been reported here, but on that occasion I saw neither. As you can see, Eyebrook is very popular with cyclists, walkers, joggers, and just a nice place to drive around, especially on a bright winter day like today. Okay, to the wildlife. When I first saw this bird, I thought it was a wheatear, but as I looked closer, I found it was actually a winter thrush, a redwing, an autumn and winter visitor normally seen in large flocks, but you do also see solitary ones like this. Redwing will arrive here in autumn and leave again in early spring. Many of them migrate here at night, and on clear evenings you can listen for them passing overhead. Looking out on the water, still no sign of Smew. We have teal and widgeon, and looking a little further out, grey-lag geese, all the species you'd normally expect to see. And I've just noticed, looking further down the grassy shore, yet another winter thrush, this time a fieldfare. In movement at the edge of the water reveals a pied wagtail, a bird you'll often find feeding at the water's edge. And there's more wildfowl to see, Canada geese and gadwall. So far I've been looking towards the northern end of the reservoir, but I've now turned the camera in the opposite direction, and on the shoreline there are Mallard, and in among them a solitary male teal. There are groups of birds way out on the reservoir. We have mute swan, but no sign of any hoopers, and more mute swan among what look like distant widgeon. But then, just in the middle of the frame, at last, yes, it's a Smew, a drake, not the best view, but better than nothing, and it dives under, but then resurfaces again. Once again, not the best shot I've ever got of a Smew. It's got to be the first footage I've filmed for at least 3 years. But then more Smew come into view, and this time a slightly clearer shot. We have 2 drakes, and then a female redhead swims in from the left, but still pretty distant, even for a long lens. Though distant, you can still just about make up the stunning black and white plumage of the males, and then a third drake swims into frame. Well, the Smew finally swam out of sight behind a bush, so I turned my attention to this hovering kestrel, a stunning little falcon and a real master of the air. I moved to the Leicester side of the reservoir in search of better light and hopefully better views of the Smew. There are now clearer views across the reservoir as the hedges have been laid, but I'm sure they'll still provide plenty of cover for nesting birds in the coming months. And then just above me, another kestrel. Could it be the same bird? I'm not sure. All I can say is they were both female. And what a wonderful sight a hovering kestrel is. That gyroscopic head perfectly still as it looks for prey below. I'm just looking out on the water again for any sign of Smew. Got a female goldeneye there, just dived under. And then walking along the edge of the spit, a great white egret, a large, elegant member of the heron family, which is steadily increasing in numbers here in the UK, and is now breeding. Yeah, and there we are, more Smew. Got a drake there and 2 female redheads, and another female redhead a little further off. Smew are uncommon winter visitors to the UK, and they're usually found on lakes, reservoirs and gravel pits. Smew are one of the sawbill variety of ducks, so called because of their serrated bills. As we saw in earlier shots, they're also diving ducks, and they'll spend a lot of time underwater, hunting for food, mostly aquatic insects in summer, and small fish in winter. And here's the best shot so far of this stunning male. So, mission accomplished. I'll leave you with that. Hope you enjoyed the film, and I'll see you next time.